But there are some other implications to this. If knowing what is right depends upon me knowing it in the first place, then this is not a matter of relying on law. It's not a matter of relying on government. And this brings me to a point that I think is very important and that often is misunderstood. We suppose that Confucians generally, and Neo-Confucians, of course because they're Confucians, they say they're followers of Confucius and Mencius, think in terms of government. That they think government has the responsibility to tell people how to act, and they want to become officials so they can tell people how to act. I think this is in fact not the case. Government is important. The example the ruler, the emperor sets is important. But ultimately, individuals must learn how to behave, and they have the potential within them to know how to behave, to know what's right, and that doesn't depend on anyone else except them. Zhu Xi talks about learning at one point, and he quotes a line from Confucius in the Analects, and he says, the important thing about learning is not to learn for the sake of others, by which it means to please others. Learning should be learning for oneself. Learning for oneself. It's a sentiment, I think, that many today would still agree with. Now, he also brings up another idea that has great political implications. And this is one that his followers in particular pay attention to. And that is the notion that the people who have understood the true way, who have understood how to learn, who have understood the nature of morality, the grounds of morality, who have understood how the mind works and the mind's ability to become conscious of principle, of our own natures, conscious of its own coherence, that those people have authority in the world. And he offers the idea of what is called Daotong, the transmission of knowledge or authority to pronounce upon the Tao, the way. And that is given not to rulers, but to scholars. It doesn't mean rulers couldn't have it if they cultivated themselves and followed the learning of the way. But the fact is they don't. And Zhu Xi does not think that any ruler, since antiquity, since the Zhou dynasty, has had true understanding of morality or acted out of a moral mind. But Confucius did, and Mencius did, and Cheng Yi and his brother Cheng Hao did, and Zhou Dunyi did, and Zhu Xi's students are sure Zhu Xi did. This notion, then, that the transmission of the way is superior to the continuity of government is an extraordinary and revolutionary notion. But we find people saying it, which is not to deny the importance of government or the reality of government, but to say that authority over how government should act and what government should do should reside with people who have true understanding of the way.